This is honestly one of my favorite restaurants in the entire country. We're here at Parachute in Chicago. What I love about this place is that it's a husband and wife team, Beverly and John. They use their backgrounds, Korean, American, Midwest, and they just blend them perfectly together. You have something that's just truly delicious and unexpected. You grew up in Chicago, so you have the Chicago kind of mentality. You actually grew up near here and then you moved to the suburbs?
Oh, I grew up in the suburbs.
Oh, you grew up in the suburbs, okay.
But I was here in Chicago because our Korean church was like located in the heart of Koreatown.
Right.
It was nice. I had two identities. I had one that was more Korean with my Korean friends from church, and then I had my suburban friends too. I remember there was a time where people looked down on Korean food because it was funky, it was stinky, and it wasn't, if it wasn't this traditional like European style of cooking, it wasn't important. Accolades don't define me, but I am proud of the fact that we break some barriers.
What about for your parents too? Like, how do they feel?
When I first went to culinary school, it's like the last thing my parents wanted. I mean, they were like ashamed of me going to culinary school in a sense.
It's not law school.
It isn't, yeah. It's not something you like brag about, you know. It kind of settles a lot in my heart with them that, you know, they truly love me, they wish me the best. They believe in it too now, you know. You can turn people who are not believers into believers.
If you look at this menu, there's bibimbap.
Yeah.
And you sometimes have like mandu.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's just kind of like modern American food.
Yeah.
So how do you guys infuse the Koreanness?
No, there's something about the Korean thought process that inspires me. Like, if you go to a bakery, it's totally not even Korean, but it tastes Korean. You know, like you can eat a Korean donut at Dunkin' Donuts, and it's different from a donut that you have here in Chicago. It just is. There's just something, maybe it's the way that they add a little rice flour to the mix and it gives it a chew, or maybe they use like sweetened azuki beans. And that's kind of how we wanted this restaurant to be. Like, it doesn't look Korean. We can be doing things that are inspired from elsewhere, but then when you taste it, like, oh, there is still that soul that's Korean. For me, I didn't speak Korean fluently. It's very chopped up. Food is something that I can like remember and hear and hear, and it's a language that I can speak. And it's been amazing to be able to do that, you know, here in Chicago.
My Korean's horrible too. It's okay. Everybody makes fun of it.
Okay, I'm not the only one.
I have to dive into the Bing bread. I mean, look, it's already cut. It's made to share. Some of this sour cream butter, a little bit of salt. Holy crap. Yeah, that might be like one of the best bread starters you could conceivably have at a restaurant, because it's warm, it's comforting, it's plush. The outside is nice and brown. And then you get these surprises inside. You get little chunks of potato, you get chunks of scallion, smoky bacon. There's nothing that jumps out that says Korean about it, but has this essence of like pajang, of Korean pancake, scallion pancake. I think that it's a must order if you come to Parachute. Now we have the keranjim. It's not meant to be anything more than just eggs, tashi, and maybe a little bit of chopped salted shrimp. This version here, I mean, right away, it's like you get a hit of freaking shaved black truffles. It would make a lot of sense, like in a French restaurant, to have truffles over eggs, and why not here? This is ridiculously good. God, this place is killing me. This is absolutely spectacular. This is easily one of the best, if not maybe the best, keranjims I've ever had. The boudin noir dumplings. And they're kind of fried like wonton style, maybe like Rangoon style. And there's an aged plum sauce that they actually made here. And then these dumplings, they're fried up and then they're dusted with hibiscus dust, which kind of, I guess, adds an element of acidity to them. I'm gonna dip it here. This is just finger food now. Man, this is really excellent. It's just perfectly fried. The wrapper is super thin. I mean, way thinner than what you would even get in Korean mandu. And the filling, I mean, it's boudin noir, so it's definitely like, it's got a little more intensity than even sundae, because sundae is kind of cut with vermicelli noodles, and you know, it looks like dark, but this one is just pure fat and blood. It's approachable, it's a little more like, hey, it's fun, it's finger food, you dip it, and the plum sauce adds a nice element of kind of tart savoriness. It doesn't overwhelm, it gives just a little, it's a nice balance to the rich boudin noir. Gonna start diving into their torso bibimbap, which is a stone pot bibimbap, or a mixed rice bowl. And they do it in a pretty untraditional way. It's unfamiliar. If you looked at it, the only thing that you would really recognize is this stone pot. There is a soft cooked egg in here. There's just that immediate smell of sesame oil, and of course gochujang, which is the spicy sauce that really just binds it all together. I like mixing up bibimbap. The word bibim literally means to mix, so I think this is the way it's intended to be enjoyed. And what's nice is you can see on the bottom the rice. Look at that. You can see that it's really brown and crisp. Oh, that's so good. The crazy thing is, you don't expect it, and yet that preserved lemon, the immediate acidic punch of that, is really the first thing you taste. And then all the other things start to shine. You get a little bit of that half-cooked tuna, a little bit of sweetness from the pomegranate seeds, the smoky onion. What's really incredible about this is that it's so refined. It's got this like finesse, this elegance. It really is Michelin quality. Thank you so much for watching K-Town. If you really like K-Town and you want to see more of it, click right here.